So, Bobby can tell you about another racetrack that we played, and that was Watkins Glen. And that was in New York State. And that had as many people. It had the band and the Allman Brothers played with us there. And once we started the show, the sound check, we never were able to leave the damn place. It just shut down. It collapsed on itself. So many people came to that show, more than Woodstock, more than any other show. And
biggest gathering of people in North America, in American history.
That's right, and we could have got a nickel from every one of those people. Damn. But the thing that happened was the Allman Brothers. I don't understand what this means. Kill everybody? Oh yeah. He's right. Shut your damn cell phones off, or else give them to me. Come on. No, you got to shut your cell phones off. We're going into TV mode now. When the music's on, applaud, enjoy it, love it. But when we're up there talking, be as quiet as you can for us, because it all goes out to the web, and you want to be on your best behavior, right? And we love you, and thank you for coming. Are we ready now, Chris? Ready for me to go? Yes, definitely.
No. Leave him up there.
Oh, see? Now you're seeing how crackerjack we are, right?
Let him twist in the wind a bit.
No. Oh, this hurts. But anyway, I'm not going to twist in the wind very long. And Bobby can play anyway. We can start whenever we want, can't we? Are we not the audience? So have fun, enjoy yourself. We'll be back in a little bit.
I need a countdown or something. 1, 2. Blinding the light of the interstate cars, passing me by, the buses and semis, plunging like stones from a slingshot on Mars. But I'm here by the road, bound to the Lord. I picked up in 10,000 cafes and bars. Along with the rush of the drivers that won't pick me up. The highway, the moon, the clouds, and the stars. The black-throated wind keeps on purring in with its words of a life where nothing is new. I'm Mother American night, lost from the light. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. So I left St. Louis, city of blues, in the midst of a storm I'd most rather forget. Tried to pretend it came to an end, 'cause you were the woman I once thought I'd met. But I can't deny times have gone by. I never had doubts or thoughts of regret. And I was a man when all this began. twice about being there yet. Black-throated wind, whispering sin, speaking of life that passes like dew, forced me to see you done better by me, done better by me than I've done by you. So what's to be found racing around? You carry your pain wherever you go, all full of blues, trying to lose. You ain't gonna learn what you don't want to know. So I give you my eyes, they were just a disguise. We'll help them to look as well as to see, and capture a glance, oh, make a dance of looking at you, looking at me. Black-throated wind keeps on pouring in with its words of a lie that can almost be true. On Mother American night, here comes the light. Whoa, I'm drowning in you. Going back home, that's what I wanna do. Going back home, that's what I wanna do. You done better by me than I've done by you. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. Well, I'm going back home, that's what I wanna do. But you done better by me, oh, than I done by you and I. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. Well, I'm going back home. That's what I wanna do, and I just better by me, and I done by you and I, done by you and I. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. Whoa, and I'm drowning in you. Bringing up the Jonas Salk of the upright bass, old pal Rob Wasserman. and our time together melts away like a sad melody I play. Somebody get Jay. It's so easy to slip. It's so easy to fall and let your memory drift and do nothing at all. Well, the love that you missed, all the people you can't recall, do they really exist at all? Well, I don't want to live forever in the shadow of you leaving me. So I'll light another cigarette. Try to remember to forget. It's so easy to slip, so easy to fall. So easy to slip, and it's easy to fall. Easy to slip down, easy to fall. Easy to slip now. Don't take nothing at all. Easy to slip now. Easy to fall. like nothing at all. 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 That tune was written by 6:15. 6:15. Okay, well, we're moving right smartly into the next part of our show. We're getting. Yeah, we moving just exactly like a Swiss watch. Gonna bring up David Schools, my old pal here. But we're gonna stay for the time being in the people's key of D. Yeah, we're ready to go? Or something like that? Mendelson on my right. And Jason Crosby back there on the fiddle. Paso, fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rosa's cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. Black as the night were the eyes of Felina, wicked and evil while casting a spell. My love was strong for this Mexican maiden. I was in love, but in vain I could tell. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, the drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger, I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gown that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. The handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment, I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul, evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance, that was to run. So out through the back door of roses I ran, out where the horses were tied. And I picked a good one, he looked like he could run. Up on his back, and away I did ride, just as fast as I could from the West Texas town of El Paso through the badlands of New Mexico. Back in El Paso, my life would be worthless. Everything's gone in life, nothing is left. I've seen the young maiden, my love is stronger than my fear of death. can't find me. And like nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last, here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. You can see the roses can feel below. My love is strong, it pushes me onward. Off the hill to Helena I go. Off to my right, I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left, ride a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. Got to make it to Rose's back door. But something is dreadfully wrong, for I feel a burning pain in my side. And it's getting harder to stay in the saddle. I'm getting weary, unable to ride. But my love for Helena is strong, and I'll rise where I'm falling. Though I am weary, I can't stop to rest. And I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. Out of nowhere, Helena has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side. Cradled by 2 loving arms that I'll die for, little kiss and Helena about a place in Texas. I think Dallas Fort Worth area. I think it's a section of Dallas, actually. You didn't want to go there. It's in deep Elum. You don't give no man no chance. Whoa, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep Elum blues. Whoa, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep Elum blues.
When you go down to deep Elum, ought to have a little fun. Get your $10 ready for when that man comes. Oh, yeah.
Sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep Elum blues. Whoa, sweet mama, your daddy's got them deep Elum blues.
We had a bad little communication there. I wanted to do another verse, and she thought I was saying just one more time. What was the tempo we were doing this at?
Do the last verse now.
Hey, is this whole thing being filmed?
No. Okay. That's my favorite pastime is lying to drummers. They can't tell. 1, 2, 3.
Mama said, don't go down to the river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. Come tomorrow, I'll always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Take me back to another morning, to a time so long ago, where the sweet Boston. Cotton fields, white as snow. Catfish John was a river hole. Born and raised by the river bend. Looking back, I still remember. I was proud to be his friend. Mama said, don't go down to the river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. Come morning, I'll always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn. Born a slave, the town of Vicksburg, traded for chestnut mare. Oh, he never spoke in anger, though his love was hard to bear. Mama said, don't go down to the river. Don't be hanging round old Catfish John. Come morning, I'll always be there, walking in his footsteps in the sweet Delta dawn.
Okay. As we've often said before on this show, probably, sooner or later, all roads lead to the couch. Here we go.
Let Bobby start. Are we on yet? Did I get in your mic? Try your mic. How much is that? Is that more than?
Some things to talk about here beside the rising tide. Come here, Uncle John's band, playing to the time. Come on, the road go alone. He's come to take his children home.
Thank you. Good night.
Well, hello. And now,
Sam, hell's the deal here?
really? Now? Okay. So, hello everybody, and welcome to We're Here Over There, because we're doing it over here, see? And so when you do it over here, it's called We're Here Over There. Does that make sense to you? Well, then, I don't know. Explain it to us. And you know Bob, and you know this is Dave Lemieux, who does some archival work, and he can explain himself. And we're going to talk about the year of 1977. But we're going to surprise each other because we all know different things about that year. So why don't you start, Dave? Come on.
Well, I'm here to talk about the spring tour of 1977, which is, we just put a box set out from 5 shows in May 77. Great stuff. You know, what I want to hear about, the legend goes, you guys were really tight on that tour, playing consistently great. And you didn't always play consistently great in years past. You had some great nights, but then some off nights. 77 was consistently every night was good. And the legend goes that Keith Olsen had whipped you guys into shape and taught the Grateful Dead discipline, which isn't really a word they usually hear with the Grateful Dead.
Partially
so,
true.
Yeah, so that's what I'm curious about is being in the studio right before this tour, January, February, was it?
Well, yeah, it was
recording
just,
Terrapin.
you know, it was all of January and some of February that we were in,
Right.
on Sepulveda Boulevard at Studio City. And Keith Olsen was a taskmaster, but he was a fun guy, man. We had a lot of fun with him.
Yeah.
And
Some of it we even remember.
I actually had to nail the studio door shut. Ramrod and I nailed these guys in there because everybody just kept popping out in our usual style, you know.
Well, they had an array of pinball machines that were
Right,
pretty
yeah,
attractive.
right. I forgot about that. The
Sound
pinball machines.
City? That was
Yeah, and that was a place that other bands that were there, we kind of mingled with them, and a couple of really funny things happened. I think, wasn't that where a buddy Miles was there?
I think that
And
was-
he had that, he was eating ribs, and he shakes
No, that was Barry White. No,
No, it was Buddy Miles.
no, Buddy Miles. Buddy Miles was he was Jimi Hendrix's drummer for a while.
Yeah,
he played with
yeah,
a number
yeah.
of folks. He was big.
Yeah.
You know, he was a hefty guy, big, real big. You know, 400 pounds maybe, and
But he was,
but he was also, he had a little problem with drugs, and he was kind of strung out on heroin, and he needed money all the time. He was having trouble getting work because he had a bad reputation, for leaving whatever studio he would be working in with a bunch of microphones and stuff. And so we'd be playing there, and then we'd see everybody freaking out in the control room, and there was a Buddy Miles alert. People and guys, the engineers would come running out and just pack up all the microphones. We'd be in the middle of a take, and they were locking up all the microphones and stuff like that. Because he was kind of big, and nobody wanted to tell him, "No, buddy, you can't go in there," because he was going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as far as I know, we never lost a microphone while we were there.
No, but he was eating ribs. Jerry came out, and we were playing pinball out there, and Buddy Miles was standing there, and he was eating a rib, and Jerry came out. He was about to do a guitar overdub, and Buddy goes, "Shake my hand," and he didn't wipe one drop of rib sauce off. And Jerry just came out, "Oh my God, Buddy!" And he had to go wash his hands for about a half hour after that. But that's why we had to nail the door shut. And you were right, because Olson did whip us into line. But that would happen any time that we were in the studio, because every day, the studio was every day, and the guys were chopping wood real hard.
Yeah,
and playing it. But they had the tunes ready. You guys, they always played the tunes live first. All those tunes that were recorded, even with him, you guys had perfected live first.
Right, we'd played them all, so we were ready to pop.
And then we had a little problem, and his name was Mickey Hard. And we're trying to record the drums. We went through all heck with Olson. And it was a challenge. That's a big challenge to record 2 drum sets at one time, almost impossible. And I think we spent 3 weeks on that Terrapin, on that drum, the high top thing with Mickey, and we were all waiting for him to get it, and then he was finally beating me on the head with a mallet. Remember that?
Right.
And we would record all this stuff, and it hurt, but it was the softest mallet that we had. And I'm not so smart no more anymore about that.
Thanks, Mickey.
Anyway, I sacrificed for rock and roll. So another thing I don't know if you remember this, but we went to this show in Lakeland, Florida. When I was looking at the passes, I remembered that. And behind the place that we played, the Sportatorium, there was a canal that was chock full of alligators, right? And so we're all out there after dinner throwing our dinner rolls out there, and the alligators are rising and grabbing them, right? And we're fascinated by this.
Yeah.
And Ramrod was standing next to me, and all of a sudden, he started screaming and slapping all over. He was standing on a Red Army anthill. And they waited till they crawled completely up to the top of his head. And then they signaled each other to, charge. And man, we had to roll him in the dirt and beat him up.
So I got to moderate this a little bit. Tell us what you know about this latest offering from Rhino.
From Rhino. Infomercial time. It's a 5-show, 14 CD box set, available at Dead.net 5 nights, May 11th through May 17th. Cool places: Tuscaloosa, St. Louis, Chicago, and St. Paul, Minnesota. Fantastic sound quality. A lot of the new songs that we're talking about from Terrapin Station: Passenger, first version of Passenger, which is pretty cool. First Dead version of Iko Iko. It just kind of slipped in. The Not Fade Away beat started. Early versions: Estimated Profit, Terrapin Station, Sunrise, all that good stuff. And then all the other good stuff. Like we heard Uncle John's Band, I think, leading into this.
So this is not the legendary Cornell University.
We don't have those tapes in the vaults, and so until we do.
We can't talk about that.
What Cornell show?
Well, the Cornell. Oh,
the Cornell show. Slowly,
come on. It's been a long time. I think it's unclassified.
Okay.
We can let them know that
I think it's unclassified. What the deal is that legendary Cornell show never happened.
It is true.
We never wanted to tell
a lot
anybody.
of folks think they were there. All these folks. If you think you were there, just ask yourself, were you in a 7-Eleven or a Burger King or something like that, and somebody came up to you, somebody from the company, came up to you and said, wait, you look like just the kind of guy who might dig this hat. And it was sort of a kind of a well-made, sort of semi-elegant tinfoil hat. And if you people would put it on.
Style at the time.
Sounds.
Wow, this is the first time we're ever talking about this, man.
Wait,
They told us
it's
not
not
to talk
classified
about it.
anymore. We can talk about it.
35 years.
And-
Wait, is the CIA? They're gone, right? Oh, no,
the,
they know
the company,
everything.
man, the company.
That's right. They're listening anyway. It don't matter now. What? They hear everything, right?
So the company had us do. We were playing. We were playing over here in San Rafael at Front Street, our studio, and it was a very successful experiment. People still to this day think that concert actually happened.
They enjoyed themselves too.
And they enjoyed themselves thoroughly, and that's the great thing, man.
That's a good thing to use mind control for, to
Yeah.
make people have a good time, I think.
Absolutely. I mean,
If you're gonna have a good time.
where's the downside there?
Everybody thinks that you guys played great that night too,
Yeah.
man.
Good
Wow.
memories.
We didn't even play that well. that was the
Play where?
What were we talking about?
What
There was
show?
a big hole in that year, though. There was a hole in that year because our dear brother Mickey also did something else that year, and he drove his car off the road, ripped his ear off, and busted his shoulder. And so somebody
He
was
ripped his Spock ear off, by the way.
yeah, the tip. That he didn't
And
need.
if you ever look at pictures of Mick, or if you know him, he's got Spock ears. The
It's
guy's got-
true. It's true. He really went through a lot of cosmetic surgery after that operation.
Well, they put it back on, but they didn't take the Spock part.
And look at his lip too. If you look at Mickey's lip, no kidding, his doctor pulled him out by the lip. We know that for a fact. When we traveled on the road, there isn't
His side's a
anything we don't
little
know
longer
about
than
each
the
other. Remember Mickey's lip, how it would drop out sometimes and hang out below his upper lip, his lower lip. But anyway, that's another story. But Mickey had just made his comeback too in the middle of that year.
Right.
So he had to explode somehow.
Right,
you know?
it was, things were going too good for him.
Things were going too good for him. He had to fuck up. and so, well, we won't tell some of the stories about that. But that year, it appeared. So at that time, we all just got busy. We didn't stop for 1 second. There was that hole where we weren't doing Grateful Dead shows. We were doing Jerry shows. Bobby you might have had the Midnighters then. I'm not sure.
The Midnights, yeah.
I think you did, and you were working all the time, and we just filled that period up, and then went right back to it. And I look at the schedule now, and I think you could only do that if you were crazy,
Young
in
and
your
strong.
20s.
Crazy, young, and strong.
Yeah, exactly. Because I would do it right now again, but I'm crazy, young, and strong.
Yeah.
And
Okay, we got to wrap this up for the time being.
Oh, good.
So pay attention to young David here, because he has told you some very important
Listen to
information
me.
that you need to retain. About
And notice Snapper didn't snap one time the
Didn't
whole
fall
time
from
we
the
were
sky.
talking. So now you know everything we said was true.
Right.
The Snapper will bite if we lie.
She gets upset. Leslie? We're going to Leslie? All right.
Oh.
The song is called Chasing the Thrill. You think that out of sight is out of mind. You think you gotta be cruel just to be kind. You think you're moving on, but God knows you never will when you're chasing the thrill. A flash of light, and then it's gone. It felt so right, but then you got it all wrong. You might lose your soul. In fact, you probably will when you're chasing the thrill. When you're chasing the thrill. The two wheels good, wind in your hair. It's neither here and it's neither there. And suddenly you feel like pushing rocks up a hill. When you're chasing the thrill. Oh, when you're chasing the thrill. You're standing still, but you think that you're running. Everything you think is another thing coming. Chimes of midnight. Are you going home? Don't wanna stay out. Don't wanna be alone. Too little time to think, but too much time to kill. When you're chasing the thrill. Oh, when you're chasing. Still, but you think that you're running. Everything you think is another thing coming. Everything you think is another thing coming. Another thing coming. You chase the high, chase the wind, chase the hole in the moon. It's too much too soon. You never get your fill. No heartbeat still. When you're chasing the thrill. Thank you.
Well, it is absolutely a true honor to be here. And the last time I was there, I did this song. I'm going to play for you next. Last time, the first time, hopefully not the last time, first and last. And, I'm stuck. I live television. And, but last time we did it as a duet. This time we're going to do it as a trio with Jason Crosby and Rob Wasserman. And I dedicate this song to my sister. It's called Jericho.
How we loved to listen. We knew every word. We knew every word. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time gone. A long time gone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
How are you guys? Good? Everybody having a good time? My name's Jonathan. I got my band here from Los Angeles. We want to do a few little things for y'all right now. Good to go?
Said the way I feel is like a robin whose babes have flown to come no more. Like a tall tree alone and cry. The babes have flown and the nest is bare. It's like a young bird, the tall oak tree, like a young man's heart. Among its boughs you'll find her nesting, when the nights are cool, she's warm and dry.
fly from you. nights are cool, she's warm and dry. When the nights are cool, she's warm and dry. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here. Nice to come to hang out with Bobby. Like in everybody.
every piece of your heart. Later, when you're all alone, let it rain down upon you what you always know. There is no defeat, only kings in your heart. And when you're a child, space melted metal made you smile. Indeed, then that's your rhapsody. If you're still waking to life indigo, no water, no fire in your bungalow, just whisper, good friends, to the healers on high. They're working the sweet grasses of spring in the biblical time. Shapes dance and echo for us. Any distant tomorrows await. And when you're a child, silly Beth Orton made you smile. rebel demeanor and botanist tongue. Come closer, we leave the shapes that we drew in are shifting. When it's all said and done, we are the dust on the horizon. Indeed, the natural rhapsody, the natural rhapsody, the natural rhapsody.
Can anybody hear me? No? Hell no. Oh, you can. Can you? Okay, great. We're going to bring up Beth Orton now. She's going to be a treat for y'all. And I have not heard her yet. And she's going to be working with Jay. I didn't get a chance earlier because I didn't see him slip on the stage, but I didn't get a chance to introduce Jonathan Wilson, because that's his last name. We've gotten to be good friends. We've toured a little together and stuff like that. Anyway, here's Beth. You ready? No. Hell with it. She's not ready. So I'm going to... You just sort of throw up a hand when you're ready. In the meantime, Steve and I are going to take up some slack.
Swiss clock.
Swiss watch.
Swiss watch. See? Can't even get that right.
No. We're not about getting it right
You ever
here.
try wearing a clock on your arm?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Am I ready?
And now, here's Beth.
Hello. I think I need this song. Oh, yeah. This is my minimal organ. Oh, the leaves, how they shimmer. Trees lift their skirts and they quiver. Gently they lay down to the dirt and dust and ground. They lose their innocence to find it all over, and nothing missing. They're just high on a feeling. All they need is believing. No reason will do. I'm hanging out like the last leaves of autumn, but I'm coming through like the first shoots of spring. And I'm standing outside of space and time, and I'm believing. I'm ready for a first time feeling, something I could believe in. I'm ready for a first time feeling, awake on sleeping Caesar. Ever like my morning came again, I take it. try to live each day as a last. I have found life is long and I've gone and got past, and it's best to stand in the shelter of my love. I'm hanging on like the last leaves of autumn, but one ray of sun and I bleed into one, and I light up the sky in one burning mist of flame. If I could light up the sky in one blinding mist of flame, I'm ready for a first time feeling, something I could believe in. I'll be ready for a first time feeling, awake on sleeping season. I've never played that before. Thanks very much.
Thank you. I'm over here now. Hi. So, thank you for having me here tonight, everyone. I'm not actually going to do that song I did in the sound check, so you don't have to worry about compressing me too. I'm just saying. This is a cover of a 5-step song, and it's called Ooh Child.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will be brighter. Child, things are gonna get easier. Things will be brighter. Someday we'll get it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter. Someday you'll walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. So
Thank you. So I'm very honored to have Rob Wasserman come and join me on bass and Sam Amadon on guitar. There's a plug up here thing that says dark matter on it, and I don't know what that is, but I'm a bit scared of it. It's just there, it says dark matter. I'm just sharing that with the audience, just so you know what's going on.
I think it's a guitar
up here.
pedal setting.
It's a guitar pedal setting. It's all right. It's good. Anyway, this song is called Sugar Boy.
Sugar boy, so long now. Sugar boy, so long now. And your love and the things you do. There's some more, and I'm tired of you. Sugar boy, why you trying to do? Told you I loved you, now I'm all can I do? Told you I loved you, beat my heart black and blue. Told you I loved you, now I'm all can I do? Do you want me to lay down and die for you? Do you want me to lay down and die? Sugar boy, it's so long now. Sugar boy, it's so long now. Went to the doctor, told me something was wrong. Listen, girl, you shouldn't feel so alone. Sugar boy, why you trying to do? Told you I love you, now I'm all can I do? Told you I love you, you beat my heart black and blue. I told you I loved you, now I'm all can I do? Do you want me to lay down and die for you? Do you want me to lay down and die? 'Cause I'd lay down and die. I could lay down and die. But I'm not gonna lay down and die. I ain't never gonna lay down and die for you. Oh no, I won't lay down and die. Oh no, I won't lay down and die for you. Oh no, I won't lay down and die. I ain't never gonna lay down and die for you. Oh no, I won't lay down and die. I ain't never gonna lay down and die for you. Oh no, I won't lay down and die. Oh no, I won't lay down and die.
Thanks so much. And also, and now Jay's going to join us. And also, I've forgotten everyone's names. I'm terrible. Sorry. You tell me. Jason and Jane.
J.
Jeff and Jim. Oh, there's more. But anyway, thank you, whoever, and everyone. Woo. Okay, this song is called "Call Me the Breeze."
Just give everybody.
Okay. Picking the sticks.
Choosing the right sticks. Ready? 2, 3, 4.
Call me the sea, call me
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, great. That was great.
Thank you.
Y'all were fabulous.
Thank you, sir.
Where do we go from here?
Let's talk about the peg-leg dog.
Oh, the poor dog here.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that.
Hey,
It's perfect.
her leg was frozen off when we found her in the Himalayas.
But she was actually frozen with just the tip of her nose was out. And Bob actually blew life back into the dog. And we've had her with us ever since.
Right. She's
She's been everywhere. She was on that tour in '77.
Oh yeah. The Europe tour. She was on the Europe tour. We found her a long time ago. But you know, she's a telepath, among other things.
That's right.
She can hear Leslie.
That's the other leg.
Okay, she's fine. She's fine.
She can hear you thinking.
I know you got something, Jonathan. You want to ask?
Does she have a special diet, Bob?
Yes.
You know, Jonathan's thinking about her special diet. She only eats catfish.
And human kindness. She lives on human kindness.
Yeah, actually, yeah, human kindness. She's quite a,
human kindness.
right.
But anyway, come on now. Beth, tell us your whole life story.
There isn't much to tell.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, somewhere at some point on this earth, you were created, and that was?
In Norfolk, which is a little bit, it's like England is shaped like this, and there's this kind of saggy arse of England. I'm from that bit.
Right.
The saggy ass of England.
Yeah, I'm from that bit there. So that's where I'm from, and it's very flat, and it's just as far as the eye can see, and the sky comes down to your toes, and there's not much happening. But it's very rural, and there's lots of farms.
Lots of
Farms.
palms.
Farms.
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 Oh, remember when we played baseball in London? We played in England at St. John's, Jerusalem, this beautiful estate.
Yeah.
That what was that promoter's name, Bob? Oh gosh, the Crosby tried to knock the door down to get to his daughter. Remember?
Right. His daughter.
But anyway,
11.
he was a great guy. And Salter,
Andrea Salter.
And so we played baseball out there, but in your country, it seemed like you guys wanted to play cricket, and we wanted to play baseball.
Yeah.
So anyway, it made for a great afternoon. But
We were thinking, you know, total barbarians as we were, that cricket is way too dull.
It's quite dull, isn't it?
I mean, baseball is dull, but cricket, really, come on. And they don't call baseball the great American sport, they call it the great American pastime.
Right.
Because, you know, everybody's sitting around and thinking real hard, and nothing's happening. Then somebody throws the ball, somebody catches the ball, throws it back.
well, now, hold on, wait. Now we had the Dead Ringers. We had a baseball team, and Bob was the first baseman. And we played the Jefferson Airplane. We played Bill Graham's bunch.
Yeah.
And the Dope Dealers of Marin.
Right.
And actually, we beat them all, but
Yeah, we did.
We did, and
We brought a bunch of ringers down from Oregon. We had this one guy, Gary Harver, who had been drafted the year before by the Cleveland Indians, but
kicked out for smoking the joint.
yeah, he didn't pass muster. He wasn't the kind of guy that they decided they wanted to have on their team in their locker room.
And Pigpen was the umpire, and he never favored us, not once.
No,
ever.
he was impartial.
He was totally impartial and drunk. I mean, totally impartial. And he never.
Seeing double. So
He would give us a break. Jerry played third base, and he wouldn't bend down for ground ball. I go, Jerry, you got to stop those. He goes, I'm not bending over for this. And so he didn't play
He'd
first
throw
base
his
too
mitt
often.
at it. We finally had to replace him. Ramrod took over for third base. Leslie.
Yeah.
Leslie, tell us about your baseball career.
Oh, no, there's no baseball career. Played a little field hockey in junior high.
Right.
Terrible.
Field hockey's a brutal sport.
Yes, it was.
And, Wyatt, a bunch of girls chasing each other around with sticks. And
It was perfect for my aggression as a youth, so it's good.
And Jonathan, your high school sports career?
I tried out for the basketball team twice and got cut, and
That just
so that ended that, But I was playing guitar anyway, so I didn't care.
Right. You were getting the chicks. That was all.
Bobby, I just remembered something. Now, this is something very few people might know, but Bobby and Jerry, you remember when you guys dressed up for Esquire
Jesus.
magazine in total tennis attire?
Yeah, they were.
With tennis rackets, and you probably played tennis, but Jerry never. Jerry threw sail cats. He told me when he was a kid he threw sail cats. So what was
Esquire magazine decided they were going to do I don't know, I guess we had a publicist at the time or something like that.
No. It couldn't have been. I think you got hoodwinked into it by a.
Might have been Rock
Linda
Scully.
Eastman.
Linda Eastman might have
Look at
been.
the picture.
And now
Am I not coming through?
Linda McCartney, or
It doesn't matter.
the late
I'm yelling
Linda
at
McCartney. Anyway, she, I guess she collared us and got us in this Esquire photo shoot where we dressed in tennis togs, and
Like the short shorts?
with the Mayor Koch, I think, was there. And
No, it was Mayor Lindsay.
Mayor Lindsay.
Way back.
Way back, and a bunch of notable celebs, hot celebs in New York at the
It
time.
was a whole series of celebs, and they picked the Grateful Dead, and only Bobby and Jerry would be so kind as to dress that.
Nobody else had the patience for that.
Were you wearing the knee socks and the short shorts?
Oh, yeah.
When are we gonna
That was such a look.
This was
Bring those
before the
back.
McEnroe era.
bring
Yeah.
back the
We had
short
a
shorts?
picture. We had that
McEnroe.
picture hanging in the office. I wonder what happened to that picture. Somewhere in our archives.
Somebody's got that.
We got it. But yeah, you can look that up in Esquire. Does it still exist? Yeah. Now, something else. Also,
Oh, yeah.
see this? Anybody look at your ticket stub, and does anybody have 786155? Anybody have that?
Dig, guys, dig.
If you're a girl, you win a date with Snapper.
Whoa.
If you're a boy, you win. Never mind.
The day was Steve.
Yeah, nice.
What do we got here?
So we got a winner.
We got a winner.
We got a winner.
What's he win?
Nicely done.
Guess what you want? You get to ask us any question you want. Man.
So, where is your favorite place to play? I know you play big places, small places. Oh, I gotta go all the way there.
I'm telling you, they make clocks in Switzerland too, not just watches.
Meanwhile, if you have one of these other
786099.
or what's the next one?
786104.
If you have one of those, you're next.
99 or 104. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
So just wondering what is probably your favorite place to play as far as do you like these really small ones? I mean, I really like Red Rocks, some of the really intimate places, or some of the big places. I mean, Red Rocks 10,000, or the big stadiums.
Any place where the sound is good, we're still working on the sound in this place. TRI, we have it pretty much dialed in my studio up north of here, and that's working for us. As far as Red Rocks is not my favorite place to play. It's gorgeous, but at 7,500 feet, the air starts getting pretty thin, and if you're a singer, you need air to sing. If you're a horn player, you need air to play your horn. And there's literally about a third as much air up there as there is down here. So you take a big breath of air and you run out in the middle of a line. So you have to be constantly inventing places to breathe in the middle of a line that you're singing. You can't hold a note for very long because it's just not there. We played the Sonnet Illuminé Theater in Giza in Egypt at the foot of the Sphinx, at the foot of the Great Pyramids, and that was a gorgeous place, but we played miserably. What was you know, it's just a good night. You can't tell when it's going to jump up and grab you, a good night. You can't really tell, but that becomes one of your favorite places to play. I can't offhand think of a place, well, you know, Madison Square Gardens, the place is always rocking. The old Boston Gardens, the Spectrum in Philly, which is no longer there, those places, it wasn't the sound of the room so much as the ravenous audience that was what those places featured for us. Next question.
Hi, Bob.
Hi.
My question to you is, on a short notice here, how are you doing today?
You know, I'm doing just fine, thanks. I could be a little better. I didn't get my workout in today. They've been working me like a rented mule here, but you know, and I'm a lot better when I've had a workout in. But I'm doing just fine, thanks. And the next question. Here we go. Or do we? Okay. This is what they call dead air. Oh.
There we go.
Okay, I know you.
So out of all of the different releases that you had over the years, live releases, studio releases, do you have a particular one that you are most proud of as a musician?
It had come down between three of them. It'd be Working Man's Dead, American Beauty, because we started to get our songwriting chops together for those, and also our studio chops together for those. And then In the Dark, that was a good record, mostly because we'd played the tunes a bunch before we took them into the studio, and they'd all grown faces. They all started to show us what they were about. So the material was well formed on particularly on In the Dark, but we'd also been playing a lot of the stuff on American Beauty and Working Man's Dead before we took them into the studio. Some of the stuff got assembled in the studio, but it fell together rather well.
Good choices.
Thank you. Jonathan, what's your favorite record of yours?
Of my own?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the one that's about to be out in the fall that I've just done. The one that I've just done is the most like complete thing, and not to be like the hype man, but I
What's
am.
it gonna be called?
I'm a great hype man. So, no, I'm just kidding. But no, the one that I've just done, I'm excited about, because it has this band, and and it's got some buddies and some special guests and stuff on it too. But it's definitely the most hi-fi thing I've ever done.
Where's my courtesy copy?
Right. It'll be here soon once we get the acetate, I'll get it over.
Great.
How old is that Child?
That one's not that old. It's one that I put together myself, but it's just, I've done a bunch of gigging, and the strings are very old. The strings are from 2004.
Great.
Yeah.
I love old strings.
Yeah.
I hate new strings. I hate them.
Yeah.
And Beth, your favorite record of yours?
I think Trailer Park, my first record, and Sugaring Season, my last record. Those two, between those two, they're my favorites, definitely. And
Leslie?
Well, I put out a record a few years ago, but I really like the stuff that I've recorded recently, and now it's out kind of. It's you could stream it on my website, and you could download Jericho that we did, and it'll be coming out soon in hard copy, I guess, eventually. But nobody even wants to do that anymore. Just stream it, download it, whatever.
That's true. Well, welcome to the company. I don't know if you know this. You probably didn't even notice because it's kind of like a bug bite or something. But at some point, we hit you with the implants, and so you're part of the company now. and a lot of these folks out here, have the implants, and we're all part of the company, and we can hear each other thinking. You'll be able to start.
Contact high. I was like, okay.
I've never, like one time I was just thinking about recording. Mickey brings a box of crickets down to the studio, and we tried to record them. Remember that? And they were jumping all over the place. And one other thing he used to do, you remember this, Bobby? And this is the truth, guys. Mickey insisted that we have I guess you would call it a fry pan, electric fry pan, and he would fry bacon on stage and lower our microphone into it and the crackle snap of the bacon until he kicked it over one day and it went all over the stage. And then we all said, no more bacon. Then we had a shotgun. We actually had a shotgun on a board, and we pull it with a lanyard. Remember, it was a shotgun.
Oh, right. And, yes, that thing. A little cannon.
We load it. You have to load it exactly. You have to look at Mickey and load it right when you guys were starting. I think it was alligator or.
I can't remember which.
Now why, but Mickey pulled it when Ramrod was loading it, and it blew right off in his eyes, and he looked like a raccoon for a year. He couldn't scrape it off him. So we stopped doing that.
The crickets were interesting because he brought them in a shoebox. We were recording Blues for Allah up at my place, and he brought them in a shoebox. I got a bunch of crickets, man. We're gonna make some desert sounds. Desert sounds. We're thinking the Sahara. There aren't a bunch of crickets out there, but as far as Mickey was concerned, there were. So. Okay, well, let's put a couple mics in there. We'll do this stereo. Do it right, do it stereo. And so we mic it up and we record the crickets, and it's just a bunch of crickets cricking sawing away in there. What can we do with this? Well, then we had our tape machine, and we recorded it at 30 IPS, 30 inches per second. And then we started slowing it down. Every time we slowed it down to 15 IPS. Crickets got this big. Then we slowed it down to 7.5 IPS, and the crickets got this big. We kept slowing it down, and pretty soon we had crickets the size of Greyhound buses, scenic cruisers, inside the Grand Canyon. You could hear the sound reverberating off the walls of the canyon. It was a revelation to us. I don't think we used much of it on the record, but it did waste a lot of our time.
Now they want you back at the music area.
Okay, we're headed back over there now.
There's still some of those crickets that live in the Great American.
was raised in a lion's den. Born in the desert, I was raised in a lion's den. Well, my number one occupation, stealing women's from the other men. And I'm a wanted man in Texas, busted jail and I'm gone for good. Wanted man in Texas, busted jail and I'm gone for good. Well, sheriff couldn't catch me now, but the little girl sure wish she would. Doctor call me crazy. Some says I am, some says I am. Doctor call me crazy. Some says I am, some says I am. Preacher man call me sinner, but his little girl call me saint. Couple shots of whiskey, women around here start looking good. Couple shots of whiskey, Marin County Phillies start looking good. Couple more shots of whiskey, well, I'm going down to Minglewood. Promises made in the dark is all by light of day. Ain't no telling what will be. Always been that way. Just one thing I know for sure. Someone got to pay. What I'm trying to say. Always everywhere. Ain't nobody cares. solve my life today.
Easy answers.
Ain't no telling why we'll be. Always been that way.
Easy answers.
Just one thing I know for sure. Someone got to pay.
Easy answer.
Ain't no easy answers. All I'm trying to say.
Easy answer.
So get them while they're hot. Hit and look at what you got. Ain't nobody cares. 'Cause ain't no nothing there. Talk and take it slow. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I don't wanna know. I don't know. Just like Jack the Ripper, just like Mojo Hat, just like Billy Sunday, shotgun, ragtime band, just like New York City, just like Jericho. These little halls, climb the walls, get out when they blow. Did you say your name once? Rambling road, ramble on, baby. Settle down easy.
Just like Jack and Jill, Mama told the sailor, one heat up, one cool down, leave nothing for the tailor. Just like Jack and Jill, Papa told the tailor, one come up, one come down, do your
just like crazy autumn, just like Wolfman Jack, sitting plush with a raw flash, aces back to back.
Just like Mary Shelley, just like Frankenstein. Grass ain't greener, wine ain't sweeter. Gosh.
Side of the hill. Didn't you say your name was Ramble Rose? Ramble on, baby. Settle down easy. Ramble on the road. Ramble on the road. Gonna sing you 100 verses in ragtime. I know this song. It ain't never gonna end. Gonna march you up and down Louisville County line. Take you to the leader of the band. Goodbye, Mama and Papa. Goodbye, Jack and Jill. Grass ain't greener,
Wine ain't sweeter.
either side of the hill. Did you say your name was Rambling Rose? Ramble on, baby. Settle down easy. Ramble on. Ramble on. Here come on flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got choo-choo eyeball, he went holy rolling. He got head down to his knees.
disease. He rolled the coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he won mojo filter, he said 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking, 'cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now. Come together. Come together. Yeah. Come together. Yeah. Come together. Yeah.
Hear me? No. Thank you all so much. This was such a wonderful night, and let's not let it end yet. So if we all go out to the patio, we're just going to keep partying out there, okay? And on behalf of TRI Studios, thank you all for coming and behaving yourselves so wonderfully. And we got to thank all our friends at Terrapin Station here, Phil and Jill Les, for letting us do this. And everybody, please support us. We're going to keep this going, and we got a lot of stories to tell. And, you know, so come on over there. Any questions you got, now we can really get down. And Snapper lives. He's alive. See, he changed sex on me. I called him.